I just made a bit of video for about 2 minutes and it's gone because I pressed stop instead of pause. Can I be bothered to do it again? I might do a bit. No, I will. I will. Hold on a minute. And when I say hold on a minute, I mean hold on a minute. Don't stop. So I was looking at that and saying how lovely it is out here. We've got the shutters closed because it's going to be 31, 32 this afternoon. But actually, it's really quite comfortable out here, really pleasant with a breeze coming from the northeast. And I got cold indoors, my feet are cold, so I thought I'd come and sit and read out here. But first of all, I thought I'd do this. I was talking about the hoopoo and how it's last week when our visitors was here was the first time that we've ever seen a hoopoo in the garden. I mean, they may have been in the garden before, but that's the first time. And then it was here again yesterday, same spot that it came down to last time. Difficult to catch because of the bamboo in the way, and I didn't dare make any noise or move too much to distract it or alert it to me being here, because I'm pretty sure it didn't know I was here. But anyway, I've been listening. I was out here yesterday listening for birdsong and wasn't able to pick it up amongst all the different birdsong, but I'm pretty sure it must be nesting nearby. I talked about the other day the blackbirds and how strident they were, and I hear they've gone quiet now because they're thinking, bloody don't accuse us of being strident, that's not fair. So right now I'm going to try and get you back without turning you off. Just stand still. That's better. Yeah. So, radicalized. We talk about, when we talk about them, not us, but them, we talk about how they've been radicalized. I was trying to think of that word the other day when I was talking about the young Israeli boys who are being radicalized, and then allowing them to have no qualms about shooting Palestinian kids. And I couldn't think of the word, but I thought of it the other day because somebody came into comments on that video, I think, that talks about Gaza and Israel and America and whatever, and spewed out a load of um, rubbish about France and the state of France, which was like, really? Here I am sitting in my really peaceful garden with my flowers, with my blackbirds and my hoopoo. But apparently, France is violent and completely out of control and all of that bollocks. And it just made me think we can all get radicalized. This person who has been radicalized, but we never think about us white people, us white Western people being radicalized. We only think about them, the the non-white, not Western, not white privileged people. We think about them being radicalized, but we get radicalized. I don't know, maybe I've been radicalized to believe that I'm living in this paradise. I don't know. But I think if you are consuming the Fox News style, I don't know any of the others, I can only cite. I get too close, go away. Oh, that's better. If you're consuming Fox News style information as your main source of information, and what you see on Truth Social, which is the least truthful place you could ever be, Twitter, if all of your consumption is, I say Twitter now, I used to look at Twitter, I used to be on Twitter, and you could say that for some of that time I may have been slightly radicalized by the people I was following becoming my consumption. But if that's the style of news consumption you're using, it's quite possible that you're being radicalized, and you're probably not able to see that. I can say that to you, and you're not going to think, oh yeah, perhaps you're right, because I know you won't. But I just wanted to say that I have answered this comment from Judith Burgess, that, I've answered it. There are, in every France is massive, by the way, not as big as the United States, which is absolutely ginormous, but France is very big. You can't hear any violence, no police sirens. Never. Have you ever, on any of my vlogs, heard a police siren? Can you hear protesters? And I bet you, Judith Burgess, if you don't live in a city, probably could stand outside your door and not hear police sirens and protesters and any violence going on. I bet you, I don't know where you live. If you live in a city, in any country in the world, if you live in a city, there are going to be areas where violence is quite high. That's normal, sadly, but it's normal. So there will be areas in every city where there is a level of violence, a level of heightened insecurity. I live 40 minutes from Poitiers, 40 minutes from Châtellerault, 90 minutes from Limoges. In all three of those cities, there will be areas that are not as secure as the area I live in. Immigration in France isn't out of control. What you're seeing probably are the refugees that make their way up through Europe and end up on the edge of France, desperate to get to the UK for many reasons. For many reasons. Some of them have family there. Some of them have heard that it's a good place to be. People in the UK, many people in the UK, think they're coming to the UK because they're going to take our jobs and our benefits, because for some reason they can take both. That's bollocks. They're going to be put up in 4-star hotels, which is bollocks. But of course, Tommy Robinson, that's his stuff. That's what he spouts. So all of us in some way are open to being radicalized. I hope that I haven't been radicalized, but if you could say, because I'm what somebody once called us years ago, Guardianista, which is people that read and get their news from the Guardian. So I am a liberal, humanitarian, woke. I hate that word, woke. Woke means I'm a thinker. So if I'm all of that, maybe and you think I've been radicalized, I think you need to come back and give your opinion and get your facts straight. Tell me where the sources are for your facts about France. Tell me where you're getting your stuff from, because I think you've been radicalized. Whoa. Something else. Oh, that was it. I saw something. There's so much horrible. It's really horrible watching what's happening in Los Angeles. He had this big. I didn't watch it. I just saw on Blue Sky. I just saw clips, which I didn't open and play because I just can't bear listening to him. Surrounded by Marines, I think, because they'd got red berets on and camouflage on, normal stuff. Surrounded by Marines, and urging them on to, put Biden down, urging them on to have violent thoughts, I think, urging them on, which he shouldn't be doing. That's not his, he just shouldn't be doing that. But the other person that was there was Hegseth, and I'm not really sure which one I despise the most, and I can't bear to watch. I can imagine, because I've seen enough, but I can't bear to watch. Now, anybody soaking that up, if you're soaking that up and thinking, rah, 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 then there's something very wrong with you, that you want to cause violence to peaceful protesters, because they originally, I don't know now, because what happens is people, when they protest, those sort of groups, they go and protest, and then people infiltrate and make it more violent. But actually the violence is coming from those that are meant to be bringing law and order to the state of affairs, and that's where the violence is coming from, and that's the danger, and that's what he wants. That's his, his walk towards, well, I think you're already there, fascism. That's what he wants. He wants you all under military control, and threatening to take it to other cities. I don't know what's going on in other cities, but threatening to put Marines and the military in other cities. So on Saturday, apparently there's going to be a military parade in DC, which coincides with his birthday. There's a No Kings protest day on that day as well. But the weather forecast in DC is looking at rain and thunderstorms. So I'm quite hopeful that that will just get worse, and that there'll be fire and brimstone as well. Um, so yeah, but as I say, I haven't listened to him because I can't bear to, but I don't need to listen to him to know what nasty stuff he's saying. He's such a nasty narcissist. And it's all about Trump. It's always about him. It's never about you. He doesn't care about you. That's the important thing to know, is he doesn't care about you. He cares about Trump first, and then all of his millionaire buddies, apart from Musk, who he's fallen out with big time. That's who he cares about. He'll tread on you to get to the biggest win. He doesn't care. And apparently there's a lot of him in the Epstein files, which is why he's Epstein, which is why he's not released those, or released a massively redacted copies. So he appears a lot in there. Kel Surprise. It's no fucking surprise, is it? The paedophile, predator, narcissist, felon, pussy grabber, all of those things and many more. And yet many people voted for him, and I really don't understand how they feel that it's okay to put someone with those credentials in power. I really don't know. Okay, right, I'm going to read my book now. I'm going to read my book and calm down. I don't feel ranty. I just wanted to talk about radicalisation and how those of us with very opposite opinions have possibly been radicalised. I don't know. I don't think I have. I know there's a lot of people that agree with the point of view that I have put forward, but I feel really sad for those that still believe that this regime is going to make them okay. What did he do yesterday? Robert Kennedy Jr. dismissed the whole something department. He is off his fucking head, and you're gonna get so sick. America's gonna get so sick because he's getting rid of all the places that keep you safe. But of course, I can hear the people that I believe have been radicalised shouting, "Oh, but Big Pharma want to make money out of us. That's why Big Pharma want us to have these vaccinations, because they make money out of us." But polio's going to come back, TB's going to come back, measles has come back, people are going to die. I don't know how long it will be before you turn around and think, actually, we fucked that up. Actually, I think we might have been wrong. I think I've seen enough. When are you going to have seen enough? When? Right, on to my book. Yeah, thanks for listening. See you next time.